No.
Are you carried or are you man? Ah! That's really all I got. Remember to like and subscribe if you don't agree with the list at all.
Yeah.
Comment if you agree, saying that you agree.
Mhm.
Don't say anything to disprove us, because that'll hurt my feelings very deeply.
Yep. Welcome
Are we
to
even gonna,
the
like, introduce
second
ourselves?
Monster Hunter tier list that I'm doing. This one on what weapon carries you the hardest in Monster Hunter World. I am. You should know me. We got Burnell here,
That's me.
and
Hello.
then our good friend Tanafe.
Should we
The
provide
Eldritch
like
Demon.
background on what we play? Because I feel like that's important to really like making a tier
Sure.
list with us three here.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think the host should start first. Is that right?
Fine. So the weapons that I play are mainly Longsword, Switch Axe, and Insect Glaive for World. And I've kept those three weapons since I've started playing Monster Hunter back in Monster Hunter 4. And then we can go over to Brunel.
Oh.
Alright. I'm a fairly new player. Been playing since Gen. I hop around a lot, but in World, the most recent one, I play a lot with guns and gunlands.
I forgot about the guns.
I forgot. Oh, where's the guns?
Good question.
This list doesn't work.
Wait, hang on, yeah. I can't say how heavy Bogan is carried.
While you set up the guns, I'll hi, I'm Trey, also known as Tanafe on the internet. I'm a gamer. I play I don't even remember that. In World, I play pretty much like only hammer and dual blades, and that's like it. I've been playing since Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the 3DS. We need to bring back swimming, by the way. And yeah, I used to play Greatsword. I don't really play it anymore, but that's your boy.
We're gonna do something special for bows and bow guns, but we can save that for last.
Bruh. Not even gonna include my mains.
I already forgot about him.
Bro.
So bad.
They all don't do anything.
See, I've played every weapon. I played every weapon in 4. That was when I was like, I'll play everything. And then I hated charge blade.
So what's the order we're doing this here?
I think we should just go from left to right on the weapon icons.
Alright, let's go then.
So we're starting out with a charge blade.
Alright.
I
think let's start off here.
I'm gonna say
charge blade is like very carried, not hard carried.
I'm gonna say charge blade is effort needed, dog. Hey, wait, hold on, the tier list is messed up.
I accidentally pressed reset. What do we have the names as? Fucking. Anyone remember?
Struggling.
That
one. Last one was Sad Face Pain. Mid was Honest.
And
top was Baby Mode.
Top tier was Baby Mode.
See, there's only one take here. We don't do more than one take.
We probably should.
Nah.
I'm also gonna lock the call, so.
Good.
All right.
So I agree with putting the charge blade in here for World.
Really?
That is where I think, yeah.
Because I tried playing charge blade, and
remember, this isn't how good they are. This is how carried they are.
Yeah.
So like, if you were to pick it up for the first time and you looked at charge blade.
Okay, that's a fair point.
Actually, you know what? If we're going up the assumption of a first pick, drop it down to pain.
Pain.
I can't go that far. I can accept struggling for newbies, but like the charge blade damage potential, like it doesn't even take like that much. You just charge your files and whatever, and just literally spam your super elemental discharge, amped elemental discharge.
Even then, the
That's
monster would have to
damage.
be standing still. Do you know how many monsters stand still?
Okay, but you can say that argument about like half of the weapons in this game.
Yeah, but that doesn't work for Longsword.
Charge Blade has a long charge up time for the discharge.
Well, okay, so we can talk about what Wyvern Fire, like anything in Gunlance's long ass animation.
We're gonna put Gunlance in struggling. I don't know.
I think Gunlance kind of struggle. Great swords animations, they're so slow. Hammer, slow, clunky.
Hammer,
it's like, dude, so exactly.
Hammer fucking
Super
goes
Amped
down
Elemental
in pain.
Discharge hits so hard. No, I can't say Hammer's.
As someone that because of slide mechanic, I'm gonna say that Hammer's carry. Only because of slide mechanic.
I think honestly, Hammer is honest.
I am not gonna say
honest
Hammer. As somebody who has clocked in 200 hours of straight Hammer, I can promise you, Hammer is carried by the slope mechanic, but we're not on Hammer yet.
No, we're on dual
okay,
blades.
Charge blade.
Okay. I think we're good with charge blade being and struggling, right?
I can see it. I can see it.
All right. So we move on to dual blades. Where do we want to put them?
I think it does more damage though.
I'm down to put them in struggling too.
Dual blades also in struggling?
Yeah, I mean you have to manage your stamina pretty well.
I was thinking honest.
If you don't, okay, honest.
Because
I can see honest.
I think it is pretty simple. In the light animations make it very fair, honestly.
Yeah, but the
like
thing
how
is,
fast they are.
With how, because of like, yes, they have a high damage output. However, that implies that you have to completely stick to the monster and manage your stamina well. So that and they have short range. That's a problem.
They do have short.
Okay, the short.
Pretty tall.
The dual blades are very short.
The hardest thing, in my opinion, is the stamina management. The short range is like alright.
Yeah, actually, especially with the nerfs to dash juice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still sad about what they did to dash juice.
No, bring it back up, Sean. I still think it's honest.
Still think it's honest.
It's really good. Like both, it's really good. Like no matter how you build it, whether it's crit or elemental. Although it's mostly elemental.
If you don't build it at elemental, you're kind of missing out on a lot of damage.
Sure.
Like a lot of damage.
Like even so, I think it's like just naturally just agile capabilities allows it to be honest. It's relatively easy to pick up compared to other weapons because you kind of can just face roll until you want to dodge, just like the things.
I think for dual blade, the reason why it's honest and not carried is because it's easy to live with dual blades because of your short attack frames and like easy dodges. But keeping uptime on the monster keeps it from being carried.
If the monsters were slower in this game, like in past games.
Yeah.
So straight
I'm fine with honest.
Alright. Now, great sword.
Put that shit in carried.
Carried?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You got shoulder tackle.
I think.
You got
I know. Shoulder tackle carry. Shoulder tackle does carry a lot.
Shoulder tackle, guard, and if it goes to sleep at any point, that's a free 1,000 damage.
Okay, but if we're talking about accessibility for newer players, new players have to really understand a monster's attack patterns in order to do great sword things.
You say that, right? Or crit draw.
Crit draw is really good for greatsword.
If you just play it as the hit and run greatsword that people have been playing it since it existed
40 years ago.
Since 40 years.
That's
then you're
true.
fine.
They do have. Yeah, all right.
That has been the base build for the greatsword.
I mean, it doesn't deal as much damage, but it is a point.
It's got shield. Honestly, shoulder bash. Shoulder bash. Shoulder bash.
Yeah, the tackle does a lot.
And then true charge slash.
Yeah, but
Like,
that takes a while to set up.
The time that I
If it was me,
tried
I'd
to
put it in
play
honest.
Greatsword, I remember
If you can do over 1,000 damage in one hit, I cannot say you are honest.
Because that's literally your entire shtick. They don't do anything else.
Yeah, Slinger Burst.
I remember not being able to get the monster.
See, Sean's one of the people that needs the crit draw bit.
I'm sorry, Sean.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember when Wyvern Ignition first came out. I remember I made it, I fully upgraded it, and then I would just go out into the ancient forest and just one shot great Jagresses with it.
Fun. Wyvern Ignition is really nice. It's a really nice looking sword.
All right.
So
I think
good
that's
for great sword.
We gotta say for great sword.
Yeah, okay, that's fine for carry.
All right.
It does deal a lot of damage regardless.
How about hammer?
I still think hammer's honest.
I'm gonna have to say carried.
You think hammer's carried?
I think hammer's carried.
What do you think, Sean?
I think it's in an in-between state between honest and carried. Carried whenever there's a slope, but otherwise it's honest.
I agree. I actually completely agree with that.
No, yeah, the existence of slopes and ledges just makes hammer
so good. Because you can keep your hammer charged up fairly easily.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Taking it back to Greatsword. Greatsword used to have the strongest mounting attack with the highest knockdown value in the game, but it got nerfed. So
it's honest.
So it's honest. You're right.
That's why it's not baby mode. Hammer just has it now. So bring Hammer back up to care.
Oh, Hammer has the highest mountain damage?
One of the highest. If you hit him in the head, it's just insane.
I see.
Yeah, you could say it's only when there's a slope, but there's also ledges in the game, and then you can just get a full hammer charge swing out of the sky and boom, mount.
You can also run up those certain walls.
The walls.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys have ever fought a Kieran with a hammer in the Coral Highlands, but that is literally just a free fight.
You want to carry me through some Kieran hunts later?
That's just.
Oh, Trey, not what I've seen.
Yeah. Hey, on single player, I never said anything about
I've seen you on Kieran in multiplayer. I don't know, man.
I've seen me on Kieran on multiplayer. That's never.
I saw that one too. We're not talking about that one.
Let's compare me to the other heavy hitter monster players, Bruno. Yeah, I'll cart once or twice through Kieran, but Sean and
Yeah. No, I know.
I will never learn the Kieran's attack patterns because I will never hunt another Kieran.
I hate Kieran's. I hated grinding for itself.
Yeah, I love Kieran, dude. I love Kieran.
I mean, you might like pain too, so we can't judge.
Gunlance
time.
time.
You.
Put that shit in the Don't break. No discussion.
Oh, okay, no. It actually depends a lot.
On
the
what?
person that plays Gunlance.
Exactly, that's the
Depends on the shelling type.
Exactly, that's the problem. You have to.
If you play long, that shit is baby mode.
If you have to if depending on the shelling type, it goes in pain.
That's already step one. It's yeah, dude, you just gotta pick the right one. No, that's why it's in pain. You have to learn.
Yeah, you have to learn, and you haven't even made the weapon yet.
Shtick for guns, it's literally all about learning what these guns do and what you can do to make the guns better. Yeah, okay, and then there's bow.
So you haven't even learned how to play the weapon yet, and you gotta know which one to make.
Yeah. And then you're the slowest weapon in the game.
Yeah, it's probably pain.
And
Like,
I mean, you get a shield, but
It's slow animations, like don't let it do damage that much. And by the way, what's it called? Its build path is a little different compared to everything else, considering you need artillery basically, and sometimes capacity up.
Also,
There's a lot of variability.
also, why does it take so long to fire your worm stake? Why do you need to do 3 slow ass abilities until you can fire it?
Okay. You see, Sean, if you
almost tried to say that
what's it called? Worm stake, Sean. If you're doing you're doing it wrong, probably. If you're doing all 3, what you have to do is you have to like aim your slinger and make sure your like worm stake isn't loaded. Then you load the ammo in, and then from when you're loading the ammo, you can actually just go straight into worm stake, and it'll stick in.
What? Why didn't you tell me that before?
That's the combo. I didn't know you were struggling with that, man.
Pain.
Who would figure that out?
Okay.
The first thing I'm gonna do with my shield weapon is to use my slinger.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of niche with gun lance.
Also, because you're a heavy shield weapon, you do not have access to normal dodges.
And do you need it when you have a heavy shield?
Against some monsters because of stamina management.
I mean, maybe, but that's why you take guard with your free slots, because you don't need attack if you're doing the shelling build.
So what you're saying is you need artillery and you need guard to make the weapon. That's why it's paid.
Need air quotes. It's all about comfort.
Pain.
Okay, sure.
All right, so good on gun
don't
lance.
Understand gun lance. That's fine.
Because
it is.
This is what this is for.
That's the point of the list.
I'm just saying, like literally, if you just gotta get it. It's not that hard, honestly. I think it's not that hard.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have over 200 hours on it. Yeah, list.
Fine. I'm sorry. So we're gonna treat everything like it's new player. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. We've never said that. I just thought, even in like this might be like higher end. We're our level players, but maybe not.
Oh, dude, our level players. This shit don't matter.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter.
We're elitists.
Okay. Oh my god.
We're making this for the common people.
Yeah.
Sure. I feel like that was a really good way to start off. That's fine.
But also, if you see any higher,
that's what caught me off guard in the first place. I'm saying it's carried early.
Exactly, dude. Okay.
Literally, no one told me.
You've been saying that for every weapon, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Well, now that you know what we're basing things off of, let's go to Hunting Horn.
Sure. Pain.
No.
Not struggling?
Bring it down.
Sean.
Don't.
No.
Make another tier.
You really don't. Just leave it at pain.
No. Make another tier.
What is the...
And call it out Hunting Horn.
Okay.
Man.
Solo Hunting Horn? Maybe it deserves. I think Pain is fine. I don't think it deserves an entire tier dedicated to itself.
You have to know your songs. You have to remember. I mean, I guess in World it's a lot easier.
It'll tell you what songs do what.
Yeah.
And, the order as you're playing.
You have to know your songs. You have to get your songs off. You have to hit the monster. You have to. Your weapon does less damage unless you hit the head.
Okay.
I'm just saying, Hunting Horn's kind of trash.
Is Hunting Horn's blunt damage good?
It's pretty good.
Like, comparative to Hammer.
Echo Wave. Oh my god.
Hammer, get that shit out of my face.
Dude, Echo, dude, oh my, no.
Okay,
Echo Note is amazing. Echo Note is amazing for stagger damage.
Okay. Yeah, remember, new players, Brendan. Do you think they're going to be able to use...
Okay, so literally...
I don't even know what Echo Note is.
Let's not use that as an excuse. It's really simple to use.
Bruna, I don't even know what Echo Note is.
What is wrong with you? You literally press any button and then you press L2. That's the combo. It's a 2-button combo. If you don't know what Echo Note is, like,
Wait,
you're actually insane.
I've played hunting horn. I have a hunting horn. I have the Dodogama hunting horn because it had like an attack up and health recovery or something, and I used it for a bit back in high rank, and I was.
Echo Note is new to Iceborne.
It is.
That's I don't think Brandon.
Okay.
It's new to Iceborne.
Okay.
It's a 2-note combo shot.
So it's fine that I don't know what it is because I haven't used hunting horn since high rank.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Echo Note is really good. I'm just saying, Hunting Horn, I think Hunting Horn is pain because of how long it takes and for its lackluster damage compared to the rest of things when you're alone.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's below, because, like, hell,
I mean, okay.
Shield with gun lance. For how slow you're gonna be, like, yes,
yeah, but okay,
yes,
the animations are slow, but if you do it right, oh yeah, okay, let's not ignore that.
Yeah, if you do it right, that's
right. Yeah, okay, I get it. So let's dumb it down a bit. Why don't we talk about self-improvement? I think self-improvement makes it pain. There's no reason why it should be its own freaking tier.
I think it should be its own freaking tier. Because the assumption is you take Hunting Horn for the buffs, right? On just base assumption, you take it because you want to use the buffs, you want to get the stun.
How about solo Hunting Horn is its own tier, but otherwise keep Hunting Horn in pain?
Yes.
But I mean, even then, that's like taking a what's it called, wide range build, and it's like, why aren't I doing it?
I mean, player, isn't it? Why would we take a wide build? Yeah, whatever. Though.
Try to remember my wide range build.
We're saying Hunting Horn, solo Hunting Horn.
That's fair.
We'll keep that.
Do we have another Hunting Horn?
We don't have another. We can edit it in post.
We can rebuild.
All right. We can edit it in post. We'll just have a.
We'll have 2 Hunting Horns. All right, Insect Glaive.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna.
Yes.
Actually, put one in between baby mode and carried.
Okay, Trey?
No. That it'll be for later. Just put for later.
Okay.
No, we need to stop making these. You have to decide amongst the one we've already decided for the tiers.
So like,
you can't just have an entire a tier for each weapon because that's stupid. There'd be no point.
So like,
it's just a list.
I mean, yeah.
For Insect Glaive, reason why it's in baby mode. What is it?
It's really easy to avoid the monster's attacks. Yeah. Its quick attack animations is really nice. You can dodge well. Your triple buffs, not hard to understand, easy.
It's literally everything Dual Blades wants to be.
You get free earplugs, baby mode edition, sure, but you get free earplugs, which is nice.
It's earplugs medium.
Mm-hmm. You also get some flinch free.
Yeah,
if you understand basic color coordination, yeah.
Unlike our friend Cade.
Yeah.
I mean, the only shtick is understanding which parts give what.
And then you also get free mounting attacks with no ledges nearby.
Free mounting attack. That's a very good point.
Also, if you have a blunt Kinsect and you have the blunt Kinsect on the head, which isn't hard to do, it will stun the monster.
Okay, but
that's once.
Assuming the person knows about blunt. Let's not assume that.
I believe the base Kinsect is blunt.
Okay, well, there's 2 of them you can choose. One's blunt and one's cutting or whatever.
Alright, so you can either cut the tail with a Kinsect or you can break
That's
the head.
assuming they know to target the tail with the slashing or the blunts with the head. They have to match.
So they're getting free damage from the Kinsect regardless.
Okay, yeah, but the Kinsect damage is very little. I'm just saying, that's not the reason why it's.
But
baby
it's
mode.
constant
It is baby
damage.
mode. It is baby mode, yes. But I'm just saying, let's leave the cutting the tail and the stunning out. That.
It's still in baby mode.
This is a new player. Let's not assume they know anything about damage types. It's just it's easy to play, easy to get into. Combo isn't that hard to do. Yeah, baby mode.
Baby mode. Now, Lance.
I think it's too honest. Yeah.
Almost. I'm gonna say honest because of bad cop.
I
I
was
disagree.
going to say struggling, but after the Iceborne changes with the
Oh, yeah.
counter and whatnot,
Iceborne makes it honest.
True
it
counter.
moves up
That's
to
not
honest.
it at all.
Dude,
They call
true
it clutch
counter-
claw counter.
Well, dude, that's even better. You're like true counter made it honest. Clutch claw counter. You know what?
I mean,
I'm thinking.
I'm thinking the clutch claw counter put it into honest because
I
for
agree.
base Iceborne I would put it in struggling.
Yeah, I think so as well. No base game, not Iceborne.
Because
I think it's honest.
I'll be honest.
Very fast.
I would have put it in carried.
Is it fast?
It's kind of.
It's pretty fast.
Yeah, it's surprisingly like you have a lot of options.
Yeah, because you go 1, 2, 3 counter, 1, 2, 3 counter, 1, 2, 3 counter, and you can infinitely do that. And then if the monster comes at you, you counter, boom. If the monster comes at you, you can true counter, do 1, 2, and then do a charge at it. You can you can charge. You get free mounts.
Question about the counter. When you clutch claw counter and you get on the monster, can it knock you off if it does another move?
Super armor. You have super armor.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say pre Iceborne, I would have put it honest, but like with clutch counter.
I thought if the monster did another attack after you got on it with clutch claw, it would knock you off. But if it doesn't, that's fucking scary.
You have a lot of super armor. You can't get knocked off for a while.
As a gentleman who participated in the Lance
I see it.
You know, I'm looking at the tier list.
I think I honestly
carry.
I'm in pain constantly, guys.
Shucks. All right, Longsword.
I'm sorry, Sean. Yeah. Yep. I think it's baby mode.
Yep.
You see, yeah, I can't argue against it at all. I would honestly argue it higher.
Just put it to the left of Insect Glaive so that they know it's first.
What, instead of baby mode we get fetus mode?
No, Longsword mode.
Longsword mode. Alright, so let's go over why. Longsword has insanely high damage. And you have 2 forms. We're going over it. Let's assume they're new again.
Has high damage. Easy access to counters.
Yes, the counters. The foresight slash. You don't need foresight to use it. You just throw it out. If they hit you, it's a good, dude. Like foresight slash literally has the longest activation time I've ever seen on any counter ever.
What about Shulks?
Yeah, what about Shulks?
It's longer than Shulks.
What about Bayonetta Smash 4?
It's longer than it is. It's longer.
Is
that insane?
And then with the addition of the special sheath,
that's
that's 2 more counters.
With, free spirit. No, the free spirit regen. Because the
that
is kind of hard to use. The spirit regen is what the new players are really going to crutch on a lot. Because they're going to run away a lot.
Yeah. You're excused.
So that spirit regen just enables them to keep going as their combos even more for more damage, and it's just damage central.
It's just damage.
If new players pick up on Fade Slash too while they're learning it, Fade Slash is a great way to start moving.
You just said spirit gauge and left it at that, honestly.
And you can just head into your if they somehow figure out Fade Slash into your Spirit Blossom Spirit combo or whatever, it's pretty free. That's not very hard either. 2-button combo.
We could have just been saying buzzwords this entire time of its move, and that would have played it completely like Helmbreaker. I'm like, oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I wish monsters stood still more often for Helmbreaker.
Yeah. Oh, don't we all? Helmbreaker. What?
So, Longsword baby mode. Switch axe.
We need first of all, we need 2 for Switch Axe real quick.
What?
1 for
I hate this. All right. Struggling. Struggling or honest?
I'm gonna say honest.
I'm thinking struggling.
I'm in between, honestly.
Because the reason why it's struggling
hurts to
is
play.
Yeah, but you gotta go.
No, you do.
is
You
because
do not.
it's slow.
It's slow. It's
Yeah.
slow,
It's
and you don't
slow.
have many defensive options. That changed though in Iceborne because they
did.
added the Fade Slash.
Even
which is
then, I still don't
amazing.
really use it.
I think you should use it more.
You,
By the way, Sean, that's just me.
you see, I remember the days where Switch X just did so much damage. It didn't matter that they didn't have movement.
See that's why I built the Jagras Switch X tray.
The sleep they
The sleep build I have is so powerful because for some reason the Jagras Switch X, probably because it's a hidden element, it has so much sleep attached to it that adding more sleep on top of it got it up to like 600.
Jesus.
It's nutty.
600 sleep. All right, damn.
And it also has an exhaust file, so I can stun the monster if I
Right.
try hard enough.
Okay,
But like for other like people
okay,
that
yeah,
try
you've
Switch
convinced me. I
X,
think it's struggling, and the reason I put it in struggling after I decided between Austin struggling is because new players have to learn which file types they want to use.
mm-hmm.
And that's another layer that they'd have to really understand before they get into Switch X a bit more.
power element, exhaust. I think there's one more that I never used, but I'm not
Impact?
sure.
No, that's just Charge
No,
Blade.
that's Charge Blade.
Oh.
No, there's element, there's power, there's the other one, status,
I'm pretty sure that
which is sleep paralysis.
well, there's no files for that for Switch
There's no
X.
files. Then there should only be 2.
No, there's 3. There's power element, to enhance elements, and then the exhaust.
Oh, enhanced element.
Let's see. Power file, power element file, dragon file, poison file, paralysis file, exhaust
I miss
file.
all that. I'll be honest.
I
See, if
don't know.
those were still in world, it would be in pain.
I guess, yeah. I mean, it says they're those different types of files, but I don't know if they simplified it. It's like Iceborne or something. I also don't know when this like existed, so
The
I always
files
would have looked up.
are from the DS games, the ones that we played, Generations and 4.
It's on Switch too.
Mm-hmm.
We have it. We can stream it.
We could.
Let's see. And then for the melee weapons, that leaves sword and shield.
Yep.
So where do you think it belongs, Sean?
Yeah. Yep.
Baby mode.
I don't think there's any other place to put it.
I don't
It
think
is.
so either.
It's baby mode.
Especially after Iceborne, that
They're
gave it the
fast.
funky is what I'm gonna call the funky pong is what I'll call it.
That's kind of locked between like you having to press another button while you're doing another thing though.
Yeah, I just hit
And you have to
buttons
do your
on
back hop.
stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm assuming. If we're
They-
like button mashing, like Sword and Shield is pretty good.
Back hop, you go in. You
Sword
pop out.
and Shield can still use items with their weapons out. It's not fair.
Yep. Well,
And
I
then
think
you-
the item usage,
Dinky
you're also-
flips shield.
you're agile, but you still have a shield. It's a small shield, but you still have a shield, which is good. Freaking.
Don't mind
what's
what
it
I'm
called?
doing.
Oh, what the
Yeah,
heck?
that's
Don't
that's
mind
super
it.
great software.
Don't mind it.
Sure, it's on 420. That's pretty cool.
Hey, so Sean, where's the guns?
Those are the guns, yeah. Can't wait to complain about light bow gun.
They're all gonna be in pain, Brendan.
Okay, don't say that. About heavy bow gun.
Okay.
Heavy bow gun.
Actually, heavy bowgun's going in baby med.
Bowgun
I
and
think it's
heavy
carry.
bowgun and baby
You
mode.
just put 3 shield.
Then, okay, but then people would have to know about that stuff. It's like
There's a tooltip when you select your gun.
Oh,
yeah, but
they
then
came
people
in
might just
so
choose damage
small.
instead, and people might not not even know how to use the gun. or not even the shield, because it's a bit unintuitive in that like people might want to dodge instead of shielding. People just usually they're used to having a button for shield, but it doesn't procs on max
Oh,
mana.
that's not what I wanted to
Which
do.
makes it even better.
Yeah, but it makes it a little.
It's a button.
It makes it unintuitive, and you can't be firing.
So
You have to
which
literally
one?
stand there.
Which
do
one
nothing.
are we putting up first?
Your
like,
choice,
hold on,
whatever's first.
Bo is technically first
Because
Because
is
of
first.
alphabetical, and Bo's going in baby mode.
Bo's in baby mode.
Bo
Yes.
is in. Probably, yeah.
You don't have to worry about ammo.
This is true.
Yeah.
No ammo.
Yeah,
No
but it's
ammo
still
usage. You've got your files, but you don't really need the files to do damage.
You don't really need the files. That's
And
true.
you get infinite close range files for free.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I get free normal 2s?
Why can't I get free spread 3s for my Zenogre heavy bow gun?
Well, you see, Sean, that's an entirely different story. Is it up yet, Sean?
What?
Where's the bow? Where are the guns?
What do you mean? I have
The icons.
I have them.
Do you?
Are you not?
I can't see them.
Huh?
Yeah, we can't see them.
Oh, hold on. I thought it was sharing the actual computer screen, but apparently it's not. There we go.
He's drawing in the guns, by the way. Oh, there they are.
Perfect. Okay.
It's even better. Yeah, we
Bow's up in
One
baby
baby
mode.
High damage. You're extremely agile, and you've got that range capabilities.
Dragon
Pretty good.
Piercer's free damage.
Dragon.
Dragon Piercer.
We don't talk about Dragon Piercer. No one uses Dragon Piercers. New players will, but that doesn't even matter because your
looks
base
so
kit
cool,
is just that
though.
good. It looks
so
cool, but it's not. It's
so
not
it does a
very
lot
good,
of damage.
I'm going to be honest.
It's good against the long boys.
Yeah, the long.
Everyone else.
It takes a while to use. So yeah, you need to look at it when it's sleeping, maybe like after a greatsword hits it or something. But otherwise, good, like carried in my book. Basic kit is so good, fluid. You can fire and dodge at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The damage output and uptime is really high.
I don't see people use it enough, but you still have access to stun.
Yeah,
that's pretty damn good.
I mean, I actually really like to use close range coatings a lot when I play
It's
bow.
a lot of damage with the pellets from the sky if you weave it in with your shots.
That's true.
It just happens.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave
and
it up and
what's
forget
called
it.
the order in which you fire, it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah,
it's very fluid in that you can choose I see some people like to do power shot first and then start R2 as a start because power shot's faster.
My only issue
like
with
to do the other one.
bow is that it uses a lot of stamina.
Yeah, I feel like that's the
only downside.
I mean, I think it's fine
though.
because I think it gives something for people to work towards.
You're so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
at least it's a constant drain, but it's nowhere near on the level of Dual Blade's drain.
Mm-hmm.
Where Dual Blade's just honey, it's time for your no stamina.
Yeah, because what's it called? Bow can regen while it dodges.
Yeah.
Dual Blades cannot. It's a little unfortunate.
Alright, heavy bow gun.
Alright.
The way I play, it's in struggling, but otherwise it's in carried.
Yeah, okay, the one you play, Sean.
You see,
carried.
this is what I wanted the for later too. This one is one that I actually legitimately believe is between carried and baby mode.
For heavy bow gun?
I disagree. I think it's carried.
I feel that heavy bow gun is between baby mode and carried, yes.
Okay, so why would you say this?
The reason I don't say it's in baby mode is because of virtue of gun, ammo and all that.
Mm-hmm.
However, fat dodge, that's a long dodge. They go in places with that dodge.
It takes so long to use it though.
Yeah, but you go, bro.
No,
it is a pretty
you really
long
don't.
dodge.
Dude, you
It
dodge into
locks
the
you
next-
in that animation for so long.
You dodge into the next area code, bro.
No, you don't.
Hey, I'm just saying, whenever I see his gun, I don't see it fainting.
Yeah, because I use stickies. Stickies
No.
is carry. Stickies is normal
Yeah,
carry, but that's literally
that's-
you have
that's
to.
another thing.
All right,
That's
specific
sticky
build.
carry.
Have to build artillery. This is like you play completely different. You have to set up your augments in a specific way, and you're telling me it's like friendly to new players.
If you just stick it on face, boom, stuck. It's like a hammer, just stick on face.
This thing is I can agree that this is normal carried just because of how ridiculous it can get, but I can't in good faith put it in baby mode. It is a lot.
Ignoring
Guns are a lot
I'm just saying 3
to
shield.
go through.
ignoring all the possible ammo types and gear setups you can do, just the heavy bowgun itself and the bowgun augmentations. If you take max shields, you're carried. Otherwise, you're not.
I think it's carried. It's carried. That's it.
Because
I cannot in good conscience put it above carried.
Because the shields don't block everything.
Yeah, it doesn't block everything. But it blocks it for standing there.
And
Like, you don't have to press a button.
also, if you're in the middle of a shot when you get hit, it does
Yeah.
hit you normally.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're in the middle of an attack. You're not shielding when you're attacking. I mean, oh my god, dude! If they let you shield
So
while
people
you're
have
attacking,
to understand that again, like I think just because of how the virtue, like purely because it works differently than other guards, people have to understand that more. Just because it's different. And that's not good for new players. Because literally every other guard works the same, as in you hold a button, you guard. This one they just have to get used to not firing.
Alright, I'm about to hit you guys with a hot take.
What's the hot take?
Are we moving on? Are we in agreement that heavy bowgun is carried?
I think it's not carried.
I'm gonna say light bowgun is baby mode.
I don't disagree with you, based on what I've seen from Burnell.
Yes.
From me? You see me at literally peak perfect performance.
Have you seen the guy that beat the game with a light bowgun, never getting hit?
That's literally because he had to choose the safest option.
So it's the safest option.
Okay, sure. That's because like you deal no damage. All right. So why don't we break it down?
Let's break it down.
Light bowgun, first off, is below heavy bowgun because light bowgun has a 0.8 damage modifier. You deal 20% less damage than heavy bowgun. Let's start off there. Second of all, we do not talk about worm blast or wyvern blasts. Those things like do nothing. Wyvern blasts are terrible, even with the mod, because the mod is also bad in comparison to wyvern snipe and wyvern heart. Those two deal so much more damage than your little worm blast or whatever you get. So it's just terrible all around.
Why is gun in baby mode then?
Because literally, people have to understand that there's a lot to understand about guns.
So you're saying
you literally cannot just go in and shoot
here.
In the hand. Like I'm just saying, in when you put guns in hands of gods, it really does perform well.
I'm gonna say ranged weapons are inherently unhonest, Sean.
I don't know about that one, Chief. You have to know about hit zones. Light bowgun has the disadvantage, by the way. You need to tenderize. If your hit zones aren't tenderized, then you deal no damage.
Well, if you're playing hammer hunting or if you don't hit the head, you deal no.
Okay, yeah, but they get free tenderizes. Light bowgun has to like get on and clutch claw twice. You get slinger ammo, so your slinger ammo is used for nothing. Hammer can use it for like your burst shot or whatever.
We do get that.
Literally, like your slinger ammo when you have bowguns, it's useless. Bows is fine because you get like 1,000 dragons, which is amazing, like insane. But with the bowguns, you have no use for your slinger ammo, which is like I think astounding considering the fact that it's the Iceborne expansion with slinger ammos, and they just don't get anything cool.
Every weapon has access to throwing enemies into walls with slinger ammo, so they may not get anything special specifically for their weapon, but they still have a use for it.
Okay, so if every weapon gets it, why are we arguing about this again? Because we just raise every weapon up a tier or something? Like,
this is about the weapon, not slinger ammo, guys.
I'm just saying that because it doesn't get any actual usage of slinger ammo, that it can fall behind. That's my argument. Other weapons use it like dual blades, evade shot, other like heavy weapons, burst strikes, gun lance, worm stake, or whatever. Oh, 1,000 dragons.
For now. For light bowgun, it does not need a movement option from slinger ammo because it has evade reload.
I agree, it doesn't need a movement option. It is the safest option.
You can reload while moving.
Yeah, okay. I think that's good.
You can reload while moving.
Yes, you can reload while moving. I'm glad you understand. But it costs stamina, and if you're doing a two chamber clip with no stamina mods, you're going to run out of stamina. It's nasty because it requires 2 to dodge. You have to dodge twice before you reload. A. B. Evade reload is so clunky to use. Like no one, well, maybe a few people, but like very few people enjoy using evade reload. Evade reloads, by the way, you first back hop and then you dodge. You can't choose. You cannot choose to do the full slide first. You have to do both dodges, and that makes it very cookie cutter.
Don't you? And the first back hop, if you reload right away, you can do a evade reload like after shooting all the shots.
You have to dodge after reloading, and that's a negative, by the way. The reason is because you can't if you're reliant on an evade reload build and you mess up your evade reloads by not dodging properly, it happens, by the way. I do it. Then you have to normal reload, and that hurts to do every single time. Because your normal reload, when you're using an evade reload build, sucks dick. It's literally like reload +4 +3, and it's terrible because you literally sit on the ground just kind of waiting forever for it to finally reload.
Lower, Sean.
Not to mention, you have to build against build with your ammo types. Again, there's there's so many things you have to take into consideration. Is it normal? Is it pierce? Is it spread? Is it elemental? Meaning you have to get the entire elemental set for it. Is it evade reload or is it normal reload? Which mods affect which ammo types? Because not every augment affects everything equally, by the way. You have to tinker with it specifically, and that's why guns are really weird. It's not nice for new players.
When you first make a gun, is there a tutorial for the weapon augments?
No.
Yes.
Well, yes, but it's literally, it's not even that useful.
Does it tell you about them?
It
tells you that they exist.
How to equip them, what they do.
Otherwise, there's so much reading and experimentation that you have to do. Because literally, you have to figure out, how am I going to cram this terrible build with only 4 augment slots in? Thank God for Sophageval weapons, by the way. But otherwise, you have to choose, make sacrifices. Is it an evade reload build or not? Depending on what you absolutely need for damage increase. And there's so many different ways you can do it. Because some people can choose whether or not to sack a long range or close range mod or not, just to make the build comfy, but you're losing out on so much damage because one of those mods is completely necessary. like if you don't have a damage mod, you're losing out on that 20% damage that you're missing from heavy bowgun. And heavy bowgun just gets it for free.
But it's ranged.
Yes, it's ranged. Congratulations. Sure. I just think
have to be inside the monster.
Okay, but when you do get hit by the monster, it hurts like hell.
Okay.
And if you expect a new player to play perfectly and not get hit, you're in for a new treat.
I'm just saying it's a lot easier to not get hit while wielding a gun than it is to be while wielding most other weapons.
Sure, I'm not disagreeing with that, but the times you do get hit hurt a lot.
Yeah, it hurts with other weapons too.
Freaking light. All the ranged weapons do not get a bonus to their base defense. They get it elementally. Remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what he's trying to say. Because ranged weapons are inherently, ranged, they have more opportunities to react in time to dodge the monster's attack.
You have the same amount as you are in melee. I play melee.
The audacity!
Look at me like that.
The audacity!
The audacity!
Hey, go play dual blades or something, man. The reason you're complaining about reaction time is because you play Switch X.
You have to be inside of the monster with dual blades, man.
Yeah, but you literally can just leave with evade shot or just back dodge, which has higher iframes, by the way. Higher iframes.
Okay, you cannot tell me, in all seriousness, that ranged weapons do not have more time to react to dodging a monster's attack than melee weapons do.
It's
Please.
the same amount. It's the same amount. I'm just saying you have worse options when you're melee, sure. But it's the same amount of time.
Okay, so
they literally do this. The monsters literally have the same animation regardless of whether you're melee or ranged. Like that's not.
Yeah, but the difference is
I need you to word it better, Sean.
Within melee. Here, how about this? If you are using a ranged weapon, if you're using a ranged weapon, you are pretty much always within a safer spot than a melee weapon will be, unless you're Longsword.
Okay,
then Longsword can be like inside the monster's mouth.
He'll counter. He'll be fine.
Obviously, assuming you're not, you're not trying to shove your gun in the monster.
Unless you're playing spread, by the way.
And then even then, spread was.
Spread is the only viable raw. Yeah, you're right.
Spread is spread. That's another reason why what guns are carried.
It's the only viable raw thing on light bowgun. Again, they have to build for it. It's very specific. It's not like you just take crit eye and attack up. Yeah, you have to have your spread charms, otherwise you're dead. And that's no damage.
Yeah, the same argument could be made for dual blades, where you have to specifically build it for elements. While yes, crit is.
Which is why it's honest.
Yeah, and but it doesn't have it has the lowest range in the game.
It does.
Dual blades. That is.
It doesn't.
I think you're putting too much stress into lowest range in the game.
I think you're putting too much stress on you having range.
No, I think he's putting too little stress on him having range.
That's better. That's a better way to put it.
Okay, so you think it's baby mode? I've been talking a lot, so I'd like to hear what you guys think it's baby mode.
After hearing all that discussion, carried.
I can agree with carried, but I cannot in good conscience say that any of the ranged weapons are below carried. I completely understand. You have completely proven your point. However, due to the fact that it is a ranged weapon, it has access to spread, and then yes, evade reload. While you have said that it is kind of PP, it is an option that you have that you can use, and even if you fail, you can still normal reload. You still get 2 dodges out of it. the monster is farther away from you whenever you attack because, range. And if you're using spread, so the monster is going to be staggered 9 times before it even attacks you. And then something breaks.
Not with that damage modifier.
No, the damage modifier.
I'm going to tell you right now, I try like 10 times harder on light bowgun than I do on heavy bowgun.
Is that solo or with us?
Whenever, like, regardless, it doesn't, like, multiplayer solo play doesn't even matter. It's just that light bowgun, like, takes a lot more to, actively play because it's meant to be that, which is great.
Because it's fast.
It's just that, yeah. I do think it's fast, which is great. You can dodge more. It's just that when you get hit, it hurts a lot, just like, all the bowguns. And you don't get that shield option. And sure, you have evade reload. But again, like, evade reload, like, you put too much emphasis on evade reload because evade reload is not as good as normal bow.
Well, yeah.
That's why it's not in baby mode.
Best weapons in the game.
Which I know you understand that, right? But the problem is, like,
but
you're saying it carries, and that's not good. Because literally, you have to shove so many evade reload mods when in a light bowgun. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about this. Light bowgun has clip sizes that are literally like half of heavy bowgun. And it's terrible.
Because it's smaller.
Yeah, which means you have to reload more, which means you're spending more time evading. Which, by the way, takes longer to reload because you're evade reloading. And it sucks. All, by the way, for like extreme, like low damage. You're safe. I'm glad you guys agree that I'm safe. But your low damage output on light bowgun is terrible. Is just that's what I think brings it down.
So, Brunel, I want to do a test later. So, based on what you're saying, I would not be able to complete a master rank hunt with a master rank light bowgun in the same time I can complete one with a switch axe and Glaive or Longsword. About the same time, which is like 15 to 20 minutes.
It should take about the same time, regardless.
Then where does the argument go?
I'm just saying, all the weapons are relatively balanced equally. I'm not saying this is pain. I'm just saying for what you sacrifice, yes, that's why range is very important, by the way. What you sacrifice in big damage numbers, you gain in damage uptime, which is cool and all, right? I'm just saying, you have to aim very well. Because you have to tenderize, and then you have to know the monster's hit zones, and you have to know where to aim. You have to predict the monster's movements, and that's not conducive for new players. For us veterans, sure, I understand whether Sean can or cannot fire a gun properly.
Sean has never used a light bowgun in his entire.
He's used a heavy bowgun. It's close enough.
So it's close enough.
I've also used bow a bit, but that was only for 3 hunts.
The problem isn't about times anymore, Sean, because literally at our rate, at where we're at, we can't even compare or think about going back to our newbie play, and you can't just slap on old gear and say, oh, we're newbies again, because that's not conducive of a learning process that they have to go through.
I mean,
other weapons are a lot simpler.
So you would have to learn the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
He's played heavy bowgun. Heavy bowgun already gives him a leg up against normal players.
With knowing how to aim?
Knowing how to aim, knowing ammo types, knowing what to build, yes. Absolutely.
I won't take any damage mod. I won't
have to have completely specific builds if they want to get over that point, that 20% damage weakness.
Yeah.
I won't build any damage.
Which makes it honest.
What's up, gamer?
Get out of here, Toby. I thought you locked the trick.
What's up? What's
We're
up,
busy.
gamers? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna mute him.
Sorry, Toby, just give us a sec. I think Light Bowgun is honest.
I cannot, in the right state of mind, put it in honest.
I
All
can
right.
never say that a ranged weapon is honest.
All right. I mean, that's just my opinion. I am not the majority here, so you can put it in carried. But
All right.
I have said why I think Light Bowgun is honest, and that's my argument.
And that's why we moved it down to carried instead of baby mode. But I ain't going any
you go.
lower.
There you go.
We spent a
All
long
right, so that's the tier list, right?
Yes, that's it. We spent a long time talking about Light Bowgun.
Where's the slinger weapon?
The slinger weapon.
Where's the capture
Where's
net?
where's Solo Kinsect? Where's my
Solo
clutch claw
Kinsect?
only attack heavy bowgun?
Let me get a picture of the Kinsect. We can put the Kinsect on there. Kinsect is up there, dog.
Insect is.
You're probably gonna have to cut a lot of that out, by the way, Sean. You're welcome.
There's no editing.
Can
We don't edit in this house. Who does
I
that?
put that under like solo hunting horse?
But Solo Kinsect is good, Brunel.
Yeah, okay, it's surprisingly good. You do get a lot.
My wide range build is basically Solo Kinsect.
Oh my god. Hey, you're literally that guy. Hey guys, check out my wide range build. Whoa.
And then I also stun the monster with the Kinsect. It's nutty.
Alright.
Alright. That's it for this tier list. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. Comment down below if you agree or disagree. Let's see how many people we can make mad like the last one.
Yeah, let's see how many people get heated over my light bowgun. Like that entire rant, there's no way anyone's gonna stay.
Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Oh.
Farewell.